Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning, and this morning I've got a guy bringing some 64, 65, 66, a hood, 2 front fenders, and the rear wheels for the bed. He's bringing those up today. He just lives down in Arkansas. We're going to buy those for one of our next projects, so a lot cheaper than buying brand new. The only thing is I think one fender had a little bit of surface rust started on it, but that's fixable.
Also, we think we got Log Dog traded off. I'm gonna dig it out and see what happens when the guy shows up. So maybe it'll work out.
Log Dog is out of the shop. Alright guys, Davey started my dad's GMC up to move it, and the exhaust leak has got a lot worse. So I was looking under the fender well and I see the problem. So we're gonna try to get this fixed before Saturday, because he's gonna want to drive this Saturday to the boosted cruising. I'll show y'all kind of what we're dealing with. We do not have any headers for this one laying around. It is a 454. So we're either gonna have to call some buddies and try to find some, or we're gonna have to try to fix these just for a temporary fix. All right, so y'all can see, where is it at here? We are broke right here. It's also broke right here, but this back one has no bolts in it whatsoever. It has slid down. So yeah, we're gonna have to try to figure this out, how to fix these, weld them back together, something. Or try to find a set, but as you can see, there's 2 bolts they're missing there. It's broke there. It's also broke right there. The other side has a hole in it, so I'm doing that.
And there's a hole from the drive shaft. So
It's a lot better. I still got an exhaust leak because we didn't weld up the hole, because we don't know if we want to try to take these headers off. They've been on there so long. I think I'm going to leave that up to my dad doing some of that, because it's his truck. We do have a buddy that thinks he has a set of headers for it, so we're going to go probably get them at some point and see if they'll work on this one, since it is four-wheel drive. But it is better. At least it'll get them through this weekend. So Davey said we should probably check all of the header bolts, and
3 turns on every one of them.
every one of them was loose, which that makes sense. The back 2 fell out, obviously. But we're gonna go ahead and make sure all those are tight on both sides, just so he can drive it this weekend when we go to the cruising. And next weekend, we got a car show in Van Buren, October 4th. Y'all seen that already probably. So the next few, probably month and a half, is gonna be all car shows. So it's so much better. I think he needs a new gasket. Maybe had new header gasket, it'd be like real quiet compared to what. I mean, you can still hear the one where the hole's in it. Davey showed y'all that hole back there by the front drive shaft. While we're waiting on this guy to show up, so Davey once had headers under the backside of Rusty. What do we take them off for? We need them?
Yeah, I used them.
Oh.
I wanted to use them on something else.
Yeah. Anyway, they were hid where you couldn't see them, but they were on the end of the exhaust. It had a great sound to it, so he's thinking of doing that again, but making these come out where you can see them a little bit.
Yeah.
It did sound good with the other ones on there.
I do weird stuff. Weird but cool stuff, right?
Something like that. Them ones gonna work?
I think I put the clutch on and see how
right, so we're going to cut these off right here because we don't want this on there. So, which actually on these ones, they welded them wrong. They're welded on this side for some reason and not this side. So they wouldn't have worked as headers anyway.
It could, you just have to do some, you'd have to flip the plate around anyways. So. I've been wanting to do this for a minute.
A minute?
A minute. Laying in bed at night thinking about it.
Don't make it weird. You know what that looks like? Woo!
That's what it looks
That
like.
is what it looks like.
Oh, that's funny looking, man. Me and you are not friends.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool that way.
Ooh, be a heck of a bend. Uncle Gwen could do it if we could talk him into it. Call Gwen. So, I got an exhaust appointment tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and run them headers just like we showed y'all. My exhaust guy said, yeah, I can make that twist for you, not a problem. He had a little bit of problems understanding what I'm doing. He's like, so you put headers on it? I was like, it already had headers on it. I'm putting headers on the back side of it. He said, what? Finally, he's like, you mean like a Zoomy? I said, yeah, like a Zoomy. But not quite like a Zoomy, but anyways, like a Zoomy. He said, I'll just see when you get here. I said, yeah, I just need a little S-curve style pipe. Anyways, we'll be doing that tomorrow. He's even looking like that. Not looking.
Guys, the truck that we're trading for showed up, but they ain't gonna be taking Log Dog because Transport wants to use a different trailer. Even though they're not understanding, it is just a Dodge 2500 frame with an added rear end under.
I think it's a 10-wheeler, like a real 10-wheeler. He said, probably way too much. And I said, no, it's only about 10,000. He goes, oh. He said, I figured 20. And I'm like, no, it's just a regular old truck.
Yeah, it's not.
I made it look that way. You don't realize how many people would message her and say, do I need a CDL to drive it? No, it's a Dodge 2500 with a different body on it. Anyway, people just didn't get it.
Yeah, so this is the truck we're trading for. It is, what year was it? I don't remember what year it is. I want to say 86, but I might be wrong. 86, square body, short bed. Got a cow hood on it, has a 5.3 in it with a 4L80E in it, transmission. It sounds really good. We are going to be changing the rims and tires. It's got the matching tires for the front and the back. It does have those. He has these tires on it because he said when he would drive it and want to do a little burnout or something, he'd prefer to use these tires, which is fine. I mean, it's just a little square body.
83.
Oh, it is an 83. David said he got the title out of it. It's an 83 square body. Just a little hot rod. Nothing fancy.
Toggle switches in the glove box. There's what he meant.
In the ashtray. Oh, it turns on the headliner, the star
I don't know
headliner.
what the other two's for, but they're hooked up.
That's for the radio. Huh.
This will change all the colors.
Oh, you know you going
I
green.
see. One is
Oh, they're all changing, yeah. Interesting. But anyway, we're probably not set yet on it, but I do know we're getting different rims and tires. That's going to be my preference. We might be painting this truck. Just don't know what color yet.
blue.
No!
The interior's blue.
That is true. Golly! I'm tired of everything being blue already, bro. Anyway, I will be doing the bed also because at least bed liner in there. Like I said, not too shabby. Pop the hood. Let's see what's under it. It does. I did notice that. It does have an updated suspension, he said. Them are track bars. It's got, it says something about the A-arms and stuff like that. Some kind of fancy A-arm. 5.3 LS.
Not a drop. That don't look like the right dipstick.
Probably ain't. Nope, it's aftermarket. I have one in the green truck back there.
Saying we gotta figure out how much oil is in it. I'll probably change it. It's holding 60 pounds. So I'm assuming it's fine.
It does have all that stuff for the AC, but no AC. I'm gonna go back there and get that dipstick out of the green truck.
But without the right length, we don't know. I mean, we reach in there, but it's still, if this ain't the right length, we can't judge how much unless we just check this out, change it. But you know how that goes. Then it could start leaking oil real bad.
Aftermarket dipstick, which we don't like those because you cannot read your oil on them. So we went out back. The Suburban we got had the dipstick, the original dipstick tube, and everything. Well, yeah.
Not really much.
Until you put this one up to that.
That's what's different.
Yeah.
What
different. The difference in them.
How would you ever check your oil?
We ran through that before. We had to buy a dipstick at Napa, and obviously it wasn't going to be right. So we're going to go ahead and put the stock dipstick back in for the 5.3. Alright guys, we are going to run the new square body down the road and see how it rides. You know, shifter, all gears and all that stuff real quick. Decided to go ahead and wash the square body. It was a little dirty, couldn't really tell because it's white, but we went ahead and washed it. A lot cleaner now. I went ahead and vacuumed the inside stuff out in it. We took it down the road, and let me tell you, we are both impressed, and we both think this is going to make us a good little runaround truck or if we decide to sell it, it's gonna make someone else a really good, nice daily driver truck. The radio worked, all the gauges work, so I'm gonna flip the camera out and show y'all the inside. It does have the twinkle star, I think is what they call it. The microfiber or whatever they're called, where that all lights up different colors. Got that. It's got all pretty cool gauges in it. Davey likes those already, but it's just blue interior, nothing fancy. We are probably gonna get a different seat cover because we want blue, of course. But alright guys, it is Wednesday evening about 5 o'clock and we are going to take the square body to town and get some food in it. Because we only, took it about 4 miles?
We're not going to necessarily put the food in it. We're going to eat food and just drive it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I have a bad way with words. But anyway, we're going to take the square body into town to get some food. So, I did it again.
No, that was better.
Well, we got to town and it has started pouring rain. That's okay. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning and we're not really doing a whole lot this morning. We have an exhaust appointment for Rusty. We showed y'all that yesterday, what we're going to be doing. Yeah, at 1 o'clock? Yeah, at 1 o'clock. So until then, we're also waiting for transport to come get Log Dog. So that could be any time today, anytime tomorrow. He did say he thinks it's going to be today. But anyway, we know how transport works. So they'll say they're going to be here today. It might be 2 days. Yeah. But anyway, while we were waiting on that, Davey bought this new little tester deal. I don't know. Electrical tester, is that what you call it?
Yeah, voltmeter / test light. It's built in. It's all built in one.
So he's gonna play with that, and while he's trying to figure that thing out, how to use it, I am going to try to get all this reorganized over here because it kind of went everywhere. But that's the plan. All right, this is Davey's new tool he bought.
So it's pretty simple. You hook it positive ground. There's also a ground lead hanging off of it. You can check stuff with. My battery voltage. Got a light. Positive, negative. So if I wanted to hook, anyways, to test anything at all, I just push that and I push the positive, and now I know the light works. That works with anything. This is your ground lead. Anyways, check these out on TikTok. They're awesome, but I give 16 bucks for it. But I can literally, let's say my horn, I'm wondering if my horn works before I waste time wiring it up. Hook ground, I'll push positive off to it. Or you can do it vice versa, negative if you choose to. You can check negative. I can also go, I can check ground. It tells me it's neutral, right? So I'm like, well, I wonder what this wire is. It's a ground wire. I wonder what this wire is. Shows red, it's a positive wire. That's with anything on this truck. If I have no clue what it is, I'll just go over and I poke it. It tells me exactly what it is. So, anyway, pretty awesome tool. I like it. So Davey the Venture on TikTok Shop ended up buying this little remote control car. And pretty fast. When you can't wipe the smile off his face. All right, guys, we are headed to Rusty's exhaust appointment. Hopefully it sounds a little different.
Too bad. Is that about what you're talking about, or?
Fish, yeah. It's really hard to tell with it up high. I was actually, this is how I was laying down looking at it like this, but we don't have, I don't think it'll burn the body if you come down more.
Got no paint on it.
Pretty good.
Is that it?
This is custom header exhaust.
Go back the other way. Yeah. A little more.
Closer.
Right there, Dad.
I know, we've already done it. We just changing the exhaust on it again. Good. So, when Davey jumped on him to go, the glove box kind of fell out. Well, I forgot we had these original 66 manuals in this truck in Rusty. It's pretty cool. Here's the Chevy truck owners. It gives the van, the C10, the C50, the C60, and the semi in the 1960 Chevy model. But in the back of this manual, it gives you the VIN number and the original owner that bought this truck. And what's cool about that is I forgot this plate was in here. They used to make these plates at the dealership and they stamped these in there. So this is all stamped in. Kind of tells you about it. It's the Protecto plate. J.C. Whitney magazine. Alright guys, so our neighbors went on vacation and that leaves us with the task of feeding the 2 horses they didn't take with them and their bottle calf that they have. So we're headed over now to feed the bottle calf and to untie the horses that they fed before they left. That's all. That's all of it. That's all of it. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning guys, it is Friday morning and we are going to run over to our neighbors and feed the bottle calf. And alright guys, since we have a minute this morning, we are going to pull Malachi's razor out and put the new throttle linkage on it since the other one just wasn't working. So we bought a new one and we're going to get that moved around front now. Well, it's running and the throttle is working again. We decided about 2 hours ago to make a post saying hot rod hangout in Donovan tonight just because the weather is perfect. So we're going to go grab something to eat in town and then meet up with a few buddies and hang out. Alright guys, we're down here in Donovan at our hot rod hangout. It was a last minute deal, a little spare moment. Like I said, we threw a post out on Facebook and said, hey, like 4 hours ago, hey, come hang out with us. It's a nice evening, let's do something. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show y'all some of the cool vehicles that come out. guys, it is Friday evening, about 9 o'clock. We just got back from just a quick little hangout. A last minute ordeal, but it was a good time. We had a few show up, just some local people. There was one guy, I don't know where he was from, but he was actually in Donovan for the cruise-in that we don't know what happened to. It just kind of didn't happen. But he hung out, asked us when we're going to do the next one. Probably do it next month sometime. I'll give people a little more notice on it. I'm thinking...
Yeah, we didn't mean to do this one. It just,
Yeah.
hey, we're bored, and why wasn't we having a cruising? We don't know. Let's do something. 2-hour notice.
It was. But
It's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We got a few things tomorrow to do. I'll probably post that video Sunday. But we got an auction we want to go to. I'll show y'all some of that stuff. But anyway, and then we got the boosted behavior cruising in Poplar Bluff. Supposed to be a huge turnout. It was last time. If it's bigger than it was last time, it's going to be huge. So that should be a good time. So be looking for that video. Also, guys, don't forget to go check out our merch over on badsamples.com. I'll drop the link below. We got some pretty cool merch, I think. I mean, I might be biased, but anyway. And we are going to be in Van Buren October 4th, and we will have merch set up also. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe.
Peace.
Thanks for watching.